All right, this is Nostrovini with Saturday's big fights from jolly old England. I think it's not quite London, but it's not quite not London. It's one of those big cities that has a rich history of the boxing. Now, Chris, the new generation Eubank Jr., 34 and 3 with 24 KOs, is having a bad blood rivalry with the destroyer Connell Ben. 23 0 with 14 kills. It's going to be a war while it lasts. I'm telling you though, my money's on Karma Ben. I'll tell you what. Chris has been beaten. He was knocked out by Liam Smith. Came back to knock out Liam Smith in the rematch, true enough. And he has mostly knockouts. And he's a good fighter. He's not what his father was. Neither one is they're not as great as the fathers. There's a lot of pressure going on when you're from royalty, boxing royalty. Eubank and Ben, the originals, very, very good fighters. Anyway, the thing is, the Destroyer is much faster. They're fighting in a catch weight. Chris is coming down, Connor's coming up. But the thing is, and Connor has less KOs. It's true, but he's faster. And this is going to be about speed. I don't think Eubank takes that get a shot. So Connor's going to get Eubank. Connor's going to get Eubank before Eubank can get Connor. That is my prediction. That is my sense of the fight. Now, Anthony, the Beast from the East, Yada, against King Arthur Lyndon Arthur. King Arthur. Now, the Beast from the East is going to eat the king. That's my point. This is a trilogy, actually, a third part of a trilogy. First fight, Arthur London or Arthur outboxed Yada. And then Yada came back and knocked out London in 4. And in fact, the first fight in which Yada won, I mean, not in what Yada, in which the Arthur won, it was close. So it was a split decision. So there's 2 roads the Yada can take, the Beast can take to eat the king. I say this is going to be a knockout by Yada. Now we're getting interesting. Beefy Lane Smith, 33, 4 and 1, 20 KOs against silencer Aaron McKigan, 19 and 0 with 10 KOs. Now this is the passing of the torch. Beefy is just coming off a bad knockout defeat and hasn't fought in a while. But even if it's his best, the best he could be at this current age, he's getting a little long in the tooth. This kid is good. He's taller, he's faster, and he's a southpaw. That's a trifecta of him winning. And he's relentless. And this is going to be a good start. If they're both at their best, it's going to be a war. But I'm going for the Irish kid. Now here, there's another war. The gentleman Chris Bollum Smith, 20 and 0 with two defeats and 13 KO against bulletproof Brandon Clinton, 20 and 0 with 17 KOs and 2 defeats. This is a pressure fighter. Clinton, the bulletproof is a pressure fighter. The gentleman is a good fighter. It's a war because they're both sluggers. Both, but I think this guy, the Brandon's going to win. It's very close. It could be that because Brandon's only been in a real deep fight once or twice. I mean, he was winning. And he knocked out a guy just recently in the 10th or 11th round. So he can have fire in the gas tank. He's a Joe Frazier type fighter, very pressuring. The other guy is more Morola. boxer. He can box and he got a good gym. He's taller, much taller. But I think he's going to be a hospital. That's what's going to happen. And maybe even knocked out by body shots. He has an iron chin, Smith, but iron melts when you go to the tummy. Vandell Riley against Siobhan Clark. Riley is 12-0 with 7 KOs. Siobhan Clark is 10-0 with 7 KOs. This is brains against brawn. One thing, Clark was floored and got off the canvas to beat his last opponent. So he can deal with adversity. But he can be hurt. And that's the thing. He can be hurt. And he was hurt. And Vidal Riley, he's a clever guy. He's undefeated, never, and he's clever. He's younger, and he's a tricky guy, very tricky, because he trains people. So he has a double brain there. What I call the double brain. Now all these are in my parlay. That's when I'm going to make a fortune. I'm going to be a rich man. If I was a rich man, all day long I'd bet on other fights. If I were a wealthy man. Anyway, this is all Nostradamus has to say about the big fights across the pond. They're going to happen Saturday. If you're on the East Coast, if you get the zone at 12 o'clock, you see the whole card. It's a $26 pay-per-view. Reasonable for the every fight has quality. Anyway, it could go either way. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this. But I don't think so, because I got magical powers. Anyway, move old stuff here. Got my lucky shirt on, so I should win everything. I'll lose everything. No, not bad luck shirt. Good yellow. All right. Well, bye, everybody. Please release me, let me off the internet, for I want to go and rest.